Allow. Hold on, there's no noise. You can listen to my doing noises. I'm probably gonna eating real quick. I really shouldn't do my stream start time back from 8 to 9. And I just don't have enough time to get stuff done. Unless I actually, like, just grab food on the way home. Which isn't feasible. It's just not. Man, I have a ton of. I'm gonna sit here for a bit. Holy cow. What do I need? I was gonna build. I was gonna get this. I think I can get this. I don't have any of these being made. I really rather have this. I think I have that. I think I can make the wire right now. Screws, I don't have enough. I don't have enough of anything for. What is this making? This is normal. So it's making 60. This line can move 60. This can process. Wait, no. It's just that I care about. This is 60 per minute. This can only process 30, right? Yeah. Hold on, now that I have splitters, hold on. I should also probably do an introduction. Hello, my name is Syndicate. I always put in the time, so my... I guess in this case, my Satisfactory skills are no longer a crime, because after yesterday, oh boy, were they... Let me tell you what. Oh my god, hold on. Wait. Wait, this is a merger. Hold on. I want to set this as 5, and I want to set this as 6. Okay. Merger. Splitter. Okay. And boop. Alright. And boop. There we go. Okay. And then connect. Where's, like, something that doesn't have maxed out connections? I really... Oh, gosh. Oh, over here? Seriously? And then I need another constructor. I'm already in mode. I haven't even finished my dinner yet. I'm really thinking... This just occurred to me. But, oh, God. But I think I might need to move my stream start time back to 9 because I'm struggling to get started at 8 anymore. Struggling. Oh wait, I need to set this to that, and then I need to set this to make iron rods, and then I need to give this power, and I probably am just going to make another pole, because honestly, the lack of poles around here is becoming a problem. Alright, then I just need to throw this into a storage container right now. Because we need, if I need screws, I'll just make those. Alright, cool. Oops. Woo! Alright, but I want to get this taken care of first. Okay, and then screws, awesome. This, oh, I just need 6 more wire. That's nothing. Yeah. Oh. Oh. We're here. I did not know if I was going to get on. I'm starting to set something new that I want to do. I've been back and forth about being real lazy. With, like, my content and some of the stuff that I do. How many... I don't even have any wires to make. I don't even have enough of these to make. I've been going back and forth with being real lazy. Like my content and how much work I actually put into it and whatnot. And I finally decided that Oh, this was dumb. Why didn't I have a... Okay, I'm going to redo all this here in a bit anyway, so... I finally decided that I'm going to start making some changes. Some positive changes. How did I get so many iron rods? I only had 17. Anyways, whatever. So I'm making some pages, some positive changes. So today I challenged myself to be like, alright, I'm not going to start until I've actually made like a thumbnail for the YouTube side of this, because that's what you have to do, or else it just kind of picks a random still from the stream and is like, that's a thumbnail for this, which isn't terrible, but it doesn't show a lot of work, and a good thumbnail can really actually like draw people in. So I decided to do that. I was planning on doing a slow time at work, making my thumbnails today on my iPad and then sending them to me, because I can just make them in, I can just make them in, I have a dual, oh right, I have a Clip Studio subscription that allows for 2 devices. One is my iPad, the other one is my computer. So I just have that. So I can make them at work, but there was no downtime at work, so that was, yeah, that was fun. Well, then I got home, I rested for a bit, and my dinner, and then I was done with dinner, making dinner. It was after 8. And I'm like, I still need to make the thumbnail, so I just made one real quick. And I barely ever made them, so it took me a bit to just slap something together. But we got there. Woohoo! Okay.
Milestone reached. Solid biofuel, created from any biomass, ensures maximum efficiency of biomass burners.
Okay.
To aid in biofuel production, the chainsaw allows for the removal of tougher wood and coral foliage.
Yay!
Additionally, your pocket dimension has been inflated to increase inventory size.
Woohoo!
Inspirational note: will you be the Fix-It Employee of the Month? You
Ooh.
could be if you construct, automate, explore, and exploit by eliminating all obstacles to efficiency.
Okay, what do I need for a
This
chainsaw?
isn't just fun. It's
I need like
contractually
just a few.
mandated. Fun.
Okay. But I'm like, I wanted to up my game here a bit. I wanted to up my game because really more than anything, I want to actually freaking commit. Because let's see. I've never really committed to this, but I want to do that. Oh, I don't have enough of these. Come on. All right. Alright. Yeah, make a chainsaw. Easily the funnest tool in the game. And the one you get, like, the least use actually, I take that. No. Actually, Object Scanner becomes real good later. Xeno Zapper, because you use those to make, like, the actual, like, big zap sticks. So these actually do become somewhat useful. Portable miners have to be used in making mining drills. So even though you don't really use them, you still use them in recipes. So because let's see, let me bring this up. Logistics, production. Yeah, the Mark 1 miner takes 1 mining drill, iron plates, and concrete. Like, it's just one of those little guys that's stuck inside this big thing, drilling away. But for the time when it's useful, it's no freaking joke. Look at it. Look at it. Alright, I need solid biofuel, though. Okay. Solid biofuel. Let's make this, turn this into solid biofuel. And then we need to... Oh, we might have enough stuff for... Hold on, what do we need for this base building? We need... We got that, we got that. We almost got that, okay. But after this, we're getting started, baby. No more shilly-shallying, fling-flanging, dilly-dallying. We're building a freaking base. Oh my god. Can I make any screws? No, can I make ingots? We're building a base. First things first, I'm going to just leave this to run so I can have some base items. Then we're going to go build... We're just going to start early with power. Just going to start early with power. Because power is one of those things that you always want to think about first, sooner rather than later. Because as soon as you start seeing it getting a little close, like, I like where this is going, that's when it is time to fix your power. Because it sucks. And it will always suck until the very end of the game. Or until you build a absolutely ginormous giga turbo fuel factory, which honestly, you can run most of the game off of. I had nuclear power. In fact, I had a little bit of all the power in my last build. Just because it was the best way to deal with nuclear waste. I tried to make as much nuclear power as I could and still have enough of all the other stuff left over so I could deal with the waste and just be done with it. I didn't really start dealing with nuclear power until I had all the means turned into like plutonium and like bixonium and stuff like that. So I could just like, we're just going to annihilate this into the stratosphere. Because usually whenever you're dealing with nuclear power, you then turn it into plutonium fuel rods, which you can then use to, you can then sink those, so you can get rid of the waste. But if you don't, because if you don't do something with it, you can't just sink, you can't just sink nuclear waste. That and like a few other things. You can't sink nuclear waste, you can't sink tickets, and I think you can't sink raw animal parts or like raw vegetation. You gotta actually like convert them into something like biomass or solid biomass, something like that. Why was I making all of this? Oh, I needed more rods, that's why. Oh, whoops. Let's get those going. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. A lot of handcrafting in the beginning. Let you get over it soon. How's the game mic? Yeah, okay, sound is still coming through. Yay! Oh, I don't have my chant up. Whoopsie daisy. Ooh, fiddle faddle. Oh yeah, I can look at my YouTube as well. Oh wait, I clicked on the wrong thing. Yay! You probably stopped hearing that for a second. Still kept going, which is nice. Okay, that should be plenty. Bink. Alright. Oh man. Oops. If only all of them were this easy.
Milestone reached.
Yay!
Several new structures are now available for improving factory organization. Foundations provide a building grid, which makes it easier to manage placement of any structure. In the event that you are experiencing amnesia
Oh
of
yeah,
all
that's the good
events
stuff.
prior to planetfall, be reassured that memories of beloved humans and/or animals would have only been distractions from your important mission.
That's why you worry about power first. That's why you worry about power first. Okay, let's see. This has 180 megajoules. This has 450. So it does take 8 to make 4. So it's basically 2 to 1. But still, if you double this, it's 360. So, and this is 360, 450. So this is another 90. So this is 2.5 times the megajoules. So it's absolutely worth it. Mind you, it does take more energy to make, but I mean, the energy of the constructor that's going to be making this, yeah. I think my first playthrough, actually, I think in every playthrough I've done of this, I've never even bothered with constructors making biomass and stuff. Or even going all the way up to solid biomass. I always just stuck with regular biomass. I was like, it's good enough. No, we're going all the way, baby. I'm about to do so much land clearing. I'm going to turn this area into a wasteland. Oh, it's gonna be glorious. Freighter reentry milestone. Exchange concluded. Fix it. Freighter reentry. Yay. Okay. And then we're going to turn all of this vegetation into power. It's going to be great. We're gonna have so many burners. It's going to be just beautiful, incredible, amazing. You'll love it. Let's see. Okay. I think I'll stick leaves on one side, wood on another. Okay. Okay. Now that we got this, can I cut down the cactuses? Yeah. Oh, mycelia.
The fruit of
Oh, wait.
fungus-like flora does not seem to show much potential for use. However, its mycelial network is worth further investigation.
Keep those nuts.
Research it in the MAM to
I didn't know these had
establish
mycelia in
classification
them.
and potential
Huh.
application.
Also, one thing you can do, it will just get rid of a bunch of stuff in the area, even if it's not wood. So, ooh, there's more iron over here. I really wish you could use this to attack. It's normal. This is normal. Oh, okay. You just gotta tank those guys. Just run up on them. Once you get a gun, you can, you know, stay back and be a little... Oh, there's oil right there. That's awesome. You can stay back and be a little scaredy man about it. But... Oh my god, these things... They did not always do that. They used to just disappear. Not like fall down. Okay. I also don't remember these bacon agaric being so big. I feel like they used to be way smaller. There we go. Oh, I should probably watch my health. I'll grab some nuts. Yomp. 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 Okay, there we go. Oh man, how much stuff do I have? Actually, how much do I have? Not as much wood as you would think. I got a ton of leaves though. All right. Time to clear out this whole area. You kind of want to... This game has very, very pretty vistas. You don't always want to destroy all of them, but I mean... It's not really doing anything for your time. I take that back. There is one area where you do genuinely want to destroy everything. That's a swamp. Or else everything is going to pop out of everywhere and kill you. Because there are just giant spiders that live there. And if you leave any of the trees and stuff up, then they will hide the most giant, frightening spiders you've ever seen. And you'll have to deal with them just coming out of a tree out of nowhere and just eating your entire family. Is this really only giving you like 3 wood? Well, I guess wood's, like, way better for biomass, so... There it is. And... Okay, I should have plenty to get started. Actually, you know what? No. I need more. Actually, something I'd like to know. How long does it take to... Ooh, organization. How long does it take to... What is... No, that's... Forgot. No, it's not. It's not. No, it's not this. This. Oh, that's photo mode. No, I don't want that. It is the hotkey for... I keep hitting that. That's the hotkey for bringing up... No... There we go. It's... Oh! Okay. I was trying to remember this one. Parts... Biomass... production rate 60 per minute. Biomass wood 300 per minute. Okay. And then solid biomass is 60 per minute. Okay. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out how many... oh, wait, actually, hold on a second. Buildings... Where is that burner? Biomass burner. Okay. Let's see. Resource consumption will automatically be lowered per power demands. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna grab some more stuff here. Grab all this. And I'm trying to figure out how many burners we actually really need. Actually, how full am I up on? Oh, I got plenty of room still. Perfect. Awesome. Alright. I love... I just really love, like, the room and it pops out. I love that so much. Okay. Because this is our current setup. This setup sucks. We're getting rid of the whole thing. I keep holding left click to disassemble. Or right click to disassemble. Yeah. Nope. Okay. Let's make... This area over here, there's not really anything going on with it. Let's have it be making power, shall we? Alright, we got foundations. I'm gonna need some more. Plates. Those are rods. There we go. Let's start making some business, shall we? Let's go stand up some business. Take our power from dower to... Okay, there it is. Oh, wait. Hold on. Zoop. Do. I don't know how big we want to go. Why is it aligned to the grid like this? Let's go out this way so it can be facing, actually like facing towards my base. Okay, and then we don't need to go full out 10. We don't need that much room. 4, 4. There we go. All right. All right, then we need 2 storage containers. One for wood, one for leaves. Surface is too uneven. What are you talking about? Here we go. Okay. We'll put leaves in here. We'll put wood in here. Beautiful. This will each go into one constructor, which will... Why am I making it so? There we go. Okay, I'm gonna really appreciate it once I have blueprints. I watched a guy, I think it was Josh Washington, who was a Factorio player, play Satisfactory, and I kept being mad at him for like building things by hand. I will admit, the blueprint system is not nearly as robust and Satisfactory as it is in yeah, I figured it was this one. Actually, I want to see something. As it is in 4 per minute. Okay, this burns 4 per minute. This burns 6.67 a minute. Okay. It's not nearly as robust as it... It's not nearly as robust as it is in Factorio. What with the ability to basically copy and paste your entire base all at once. But I mean, he did also do a lot of the things the hard way. A lot of his issues with the game were he was just unfamiliar with the best ways for it. He was playing Satisfactory like he was playing Satisfactory like he was playing Factorio. So he built a mega base, brought everything in, because that's what you do in Satisfactory. When Satisfactory, it's a lot better to have like biomes that are just set up for creating specific things. So he didn't know that, which is fair. He was brand new to the game. Let's see. This one has wood in it, right? Let's see. Biomass wood. Okay. Biomass leaves. Okay. Let's see. And then we're going to and he did not make a whole lot of use of the blueprint system. He was like, it's so difficult to create blueprints, which, you know, compared to someone who's just like, oh, you can do this from like the very beginning of the game in Factorio, that would be frustrating. I'm not gonna lie. He's used to something way different, so I understand that. But you missed out on stuff that would have made your whole process a lot better. Let's see, default R straight, there we go. So let's see, how quickly can biomass be made? Solid biomass. Am I crazy? Oh, there it is. Okay. 60 per minute. 60 per minute. Let's see. 60 per minute. And each of those can burn 4 per minute. 4 divided by 60 is 24 is going to be 12. So as long as I keep these like stocked up, they can go into 12 burners, which I think is probably enough. Okay. Wait, no. I also don't know if we use this, but we need rods. We got everything else. Okay, there we go. Man, I love being able to... Ooh, it can be real tough to get some stuff at the end of the game where it's like, all right, I need 1,000 of whatever like those like late stage cubes are. Like compressed alloy cubes or whatever. That's not a real thing. Or something like that. I keep hitting art. I've been playing too much Factorio. I'm starting to hit art. Oh wait, I need to set this as 7. Okay, I was starting to hit art. Rotate stuff. I was like, why isn't this rotating? I'm hitting R. And it's just, oh wait, I'm currently standing on it. Okay, there we go. All right. And then we need splitters. There we go. Okay. Man, it's so much worse building when you can't afford stuff. So much worse. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 3. 4. 5. Do I have room for this? No, I need to do one more. One more. I gotta move this. Does that have 0 connections? Where is this going? Oh, I don't think... that was just a line that I never ended up using anyways. Okay. I keep hitting right click to build, and it's starting to actually to dismantle and starting to become an issue. Oh wait, I can just... I only have to build one more. I can just move this one over here. It's gonna break my fuses, but whatever. Okay. So, because of that, I only need 5 of these. So, beautiful. Okay, and I needed to keep those. There we go. I keep hitting R to rotate things. It's becoming a real issue. I'm going to keep doing it. I did not play Factorio today, by the way. I did not have time. Okay. Perfect. Wait. Ooh. Handy trick. If you don't want to count stuff, you can go into this mode, and then you can hold G and left control, and it will only focus on one thing, and you can figure out... And it hold G for dismantle filter, and whatever you're pointing at, it will only dismantle that thing. Then hold left control to select more things, and you can actually use this to count things without having to physically do it. So now that I know that I have 6 in a line, 12 of these, I got those counted. Advanced tip right there. So you don't have to go through and be like, do I have enough? Yes, you have enough. Okay, I'm gonna have to keep these freaking stocked. Manifolds, baby. Nope. Oh man, it's been a while since I've done this. This is bringing back a lot of memories. I did this so many times. Woo! We're really getting started now. Now it feels like Satisfactory. As soon as we start laying belt, it's time, baby. Okay. And now we just need power going through all of this. Oh, why did I do that? Okay. daisy chain these. You cannot daisy chain these. Okay. Get these have ladders on the side of them. That's actually super handy. Okay. It's gonna look goofy, but it is what it is. This is not a permanent solution anyways. Oh man, if I can keep this running for the entire game, that would just be annoying. That's like just an annoying challenge run. Like, you have just one burner. It can make you all the stuff that you want, but make you all the power that you want. But if it ever dies, your entire save is destroyed. So you just have to spend the entire time making sure this one, like, this one burner doesn't run out of fuel. Of course, but there's no like real way to automate getting like vegetation and biomass, so you just have to constantly be running around doing it manually. That one stank. Okay, and then okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to disassemble this one. So these are, and disassemble this one. And then we're going to attach this over here. Attach this right here, so that these are only powering this. And then we're gonna zoop these so I can get up there easy. We'll get corners later. We don't need them now. Who needs corners, eh? No one's ever needed corners before in their lives. What are corners good for, huh? Just get in the way. Just hitting your toes against. That's all they're good for. Did I not connect this? I did not connect this. I almost had a catastrophe. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I didn't make... I didn't... I'm genuinely so stupid. I'm genuinely so stupid. I didn't make the thing that was going to turn these into solid biomass. I'm so stupid. I'm literally the stupidest person that's ever lived. Okay. I just need, like... Yeah, just give me some of these. Oh my god. How many of these do I need? Just two. Oh my god. Now I gotta fit that into here. So dumb. Okay. Okay. Shoot. Can I run the belt back in between? Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm so dumb. I'm literally the stupidest person that's ever played this game. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is the merger. I need the splitter. Okay. 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 Please make solid biofuel. Okay. And then, right, we need to get rid of this. I'm glad no one's watching me play this. It's actually just genuinely embarrassing. 800 hours in this game. 800 hours in this game. Biomass? Oh, wait. No power. Duh. Okay. And then... There we go. Okay, and then we have to make a converger. And then there we go. That's actually good. Okay. How much do these have? Okay, it's got 500. This still has over 100. I'm just gonna gather a ton of stuff and just set myself up for absolute domination. So I can just kind of build crazy without having to worry. Alright. I keep doing smart things like, oh hey, I'm gonna set up all my power first, and then making really, really dumb decisions while I'm doing it. Okay. Give me this big piece of wood. Give me this big piece of wood. Yeah, I'll give it that stuff over there. I love how it explodes. I find that really funny, honestly. Even like the little stuff. I might genuinely make my... I was talking about this earlier, but I might genuinely make my new streaming time to be like... At least during the weekdays, to be from 9 to 11. Because I'm just finding it too hard to get here at 8. I used to be good at that, but now I'm just bad at it. Let me grab that Mercer Sphere while I'm out here. Do a little bit of exploring. Problem is that this goes by like per minute how much it can be made, so they do not produce much power, but they get the job done at the very least. Actually, hold on. How much space do I have? Not a ton. I need to get rid of this mycelia. Hold on, I can grab this real quick. Oh. Hey, you! What you doing, little guy? Huh? What you think you were gonna do there? Do 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 do. 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 Hello, sir. These things are so helpful.
The effigy has no song, only echoes, but it is part of a river.
And now comes to the weird part of the game.
Effigy, avoid the windows.
Attention. Your brain's operations are outside typical parameters. Time spent daydreaming will be deducted from your sustenance budget.
Sustenance? Oh, well, it's fine. I don't need a whole lot of that. Probably too much. I need to get back to working out. What? Alright. There's not enough time of the day. I think if I am going to get back to working out, I'm going to have to work out on my non-streaming days. Because it used to be, I would stream... I would stream 8 to 10, and then I would work out from about 10 to 11, and then I would, or about probably more like around like 10 to 11:30, then I would shower and go to bed. That was probably when I was, probably when I had like the best schedule going on in my life. But those days have long since passed. Okay, sort all the leaves in here. Beautiful. That should set me up for a long time. And then all the wood in here. Perfect. All right. But that was. I also did shorter streams back then. I'd stream for like maybe like an hour, hour 45 minutes or whatnot. So let's stash a bunch of this stuff that we don't need. We don't need the mycelia. Don't need the status. Don't need these. Don't need the rotors. Why do I have this biomass? Oh, it's a gas. Can I put biomass in here? Yeah, just do your thing, chicken wang. Okay, anything else I don't really need? Okay, so 4 per minute, beautiful. All right, the manifold is manifolding. All right, cool, McCool. And then we just need to bink, bonk. All right, there we go. Now all my power's reconnected. Capacity 370 megawatts. That's what you like to see. That's the business that makes all the other businesses grow. Okay, what are we doing with this, huh? Turning this into wire. I need to double this production. Actually, hold on a second. We need to. Has this one just not gotten any? Yeah, it just hasn't gotten any. It'll get some eventually. Especially once I get a bit faster belts, because that's what I really need now. I really wanna. We're gonna do this one. Dink, donk, dink, donk, dink. I have to make all those plates, but that's not a big deal. It's not a big deal at all. Donk. Okay. We'll get this stuff up and running again. How could this happen to me? No power. No power. No power. No power. No power. How could this happen to me? All this stuff over here. Okay, hold on. Oh, I don't have any rods. I can't build it. Oh, gosh. Oh, hold on. I gotta make some rods real quick. Hold on. Then we can fix everything up. Do I have any wire? I do have cable and I got wire. Okay, that's not an issue. Okay, that should be enough. All right, and then... All right. Boom, there we go. Okay. Ooh, I can get that up there too. Hold on a second. We're just gonna grab that while we're at it. Hold on. Let's just grab ourselves a little old summer soup. Because these things are crazy helpful, especially for the end game. These things are a must because they're, and especially for creating, especially for creating like the ship parts.
Was named after Marie Somerville, co-founder of Fixit and head of its R&D department. There are many theories about the origin of this shape and why this symbol mathematically resembling a Mobius strip has found its way to both human and extraterrestrial culture. Thankfully, you don't need to know any of these theories to be a pioneer. Research it in the MAM to establish locally appropriate classification and
Do I have access to the
application.
map?
Fun fact.
I do.
The planet you are on was found and named during a planet spotting event Marie hosted named Marie's Awesome Scientific Search of the Avant-Garde Exoplanets.
Okay, well, whatever. Thanks, Marie. I appreciate it. Avant-garde exoplanets. I'll show you an avant-garde exoplanet. I need to turn... I'm just going to basically clear all this stuff out of my inventory now and just turn it into stuff that I need for other things. Let's see. Which one am I doing? I need plates. I need rods. Those are being made. So we're just going to make all the screws that we can so we can turn those into plates because I need 50 of these bad boys. And these take iron plates and screws. So I just need a billion bajillion. I don't have a lot of... I'm just going to use up all this stuff in my inventory just so I can get it out. Or else I'm just going to have this random ore in here forever, so... You know, might as well just start. Alright. Time to get all this stuff out of my inventory while I eat some blueberries. Hell yeah! How could this happen to me? Oh. No. I need to start editing my videos too. I'm looking back and see if I have anything good. Like one of the most professional things that streamers can do. Is watch their streams back and be like, oh hey, I wasn't really that funny here. I could have I could have said something here. I could have put in a joke in here or whatnot. I've never done that. Except I've done it a couple times when I'm like remaking streams, but I'll always just like skip the part I know it's like, hey, I got something funny that happened here. But I have something. That's something that I want to do, and I need to find some bits and parts here soon. And I did just have like all of February, where I did my stream every day in February, air quotes, because I missed 3 days. We don't talk about that. But, oh god, this is gonna take forever. Whatever. Clearing out the inventory. That's what we're doing. Clearing out the inventory. Because if we don't, this ore just becomes so useless so fast. So fast. So vastly. Anyways. So I need to be finding some actual like funny and entertaining stuff. Although I literally can't think of anything that I did in February that was like, ooh, that was like a really good stream. I think it's usually like my drawing streams are some of my best, honestly. Because I feel like that's what I'm most like, hey, how you guys doing? And actually like talking back and forth between chat. I just realized I forgot to pick up my chat over here. Because I can see my chat over here on OBS, but I can't like ban people or whatnot, so I always have it up on my iPad as well, because I actually can moderate chat then from my iPad. So give me 1 second, I'll grab that and not bump my freaking mic. Wouldn't be too big of a deal if I bump my mic. Oh hey, Alice is back on. I feel bad for her. She's been so sick recently, and she missed a panel. Supposed to be at a con. But yeah. Oh yeah, Connor's also doing his Cyclothon 5. That's crazy because it was Connor's video of Cyclothon 2 that brought me down into the VTuber rabbit hole. I remember that. It was September 2023. I was sick with COVID and all the usual stuff that I like to watch, which was at that time a lot of actual play podcasts and whatnot that I usually like to listen to and whatnot. Um, just it started like the weeks before. Um, it had started like the weeks before, but every time I tried to listen to one of them, I was just like, I can't do it. I don't want to listen to this. I can't do it anymore. Little did I know I was extremely burnt out on it. And I am sick. I have like 104-degree fever with COVID. I just feel awful because it's the first time I had it. Might be the second time. I might because I might have been one of the very first people. Like, I might have had it really, really, really early. Like, things didn't kick off until March. I might have had it of like 2020. I might have had it in February of 2020 because there was like a week time in February 2020 where I was just so sick. Like lying in my bed, just have a terrible fever, like just cannot get over it. It got so bad at one point. I went to the doctor and I was like, I've had this terrible cold for like a week and it won't go away. And they were just like, yeah, it's the flu. We can give you like a steroid shot and I'll hopefully get you back on track. I was like, yeah, okay, I think they gave it to me or whatnot. I was working a teacher at a time and it's like, if you know anything about being a teacher, it's honestly easier to just to go into work some days than it is to like stay home and have a sub. It was bad. And that was like right before COVID hit. So there's a chance, I don't know if it was COVID or if it's just a really, really bad cold. Because there wasn't really any like loss of taste or anything like that. At least I don't remember at the time. Of course, I wasn't really looking for it or thinking about that because I didn't really know COVID or what was going to be happening. So anyways, or what was like the symptoms of it. So anyways, so I may have had it really early. I don't know. It was weird timing that I had it. I'll say that. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah. 3 years later, I actually do have COVID. Sick as a dog. Can't go out. 104-degree fever. Nothing that I've watched before. That's usually my like usual go-to. Like, oh yeah, I love this stuff. This is what I do to pass the time. Just for some reason, I was just like, I can't stand listening to any of this. And it had been happening before that. I was usually like listening to some podcast on the way to work. Be like, oh hey, your new Glass Cannon podcast came out today. Follow them on Patreon and new episode of the just one adventure path they're doing that's like in the realm of the Mammoth Lords. I'm like, this is pretty awesome. And I remember like turning it on and being like, I just can't listen to this, and turning it off on the way to work and just preferring silence for like weeks. But for some reason, I was scrolling through YouTube just sick and grumpy, just wanting something to distract me from feeling awful. And because of freaking Rubber Ross and his videos that I used to watch, he doesn't upload much anymore. He says he's working on something big. I trust him, but he hasn't uploaded in like 3 years. So, but because of him and him dating Giwi and she being a VTuber, he became friends with VTubers and would have them on his show or on his channel every once in a while. So because of that, YouTube thought that I liked VTubers because I watched a couple Rubber Ross videos that had VTubers on them, and there was a couple times I watched them like at work, and I was like, I feel embarrassed having this on my screen. Like I would like hide. I'm like, I really want to watch this Rubber Ross video, and things are really slow at work right now. But gosh darn it, dude, this is. I don't know how I feel about this. So I guess it's super cringe and weird. But so I don't know. But for some reason, YouTube kept recommending me VTuber stuff. I was like, I don't want this. I don't want this. Stop recommending me this. And I would just like scroll past and be like, why does it keep giving me this? This is embarrassing. And it was all stuff like Snuffy or Shy Lily, any of like the really big indies. It was stuff like them because they were usually who were on like Rubber Ross's channel, Buff Puff and things like that. So, but for some reason, while I'm sitting there, I see the video for Sea Dog VA Cyclothon 2, and I'm like, why not? I don't have anything better than I'm doing. I'll watch this. And 3 years later, VTubers are all that I watch. 2.5 years later, actually. Oh my god. My, how time flies. There's like 2 times in my life. There's like pre-VTubers and there's after VTubers. I'm unironically happier after VTubers. Weird how life works. Something that's super cringe. And most people would look at it and be like, why are you watching this? Are you a weirdo? Are you like, what's going on with you? Are you okay? Do you need help? Is this a cry for help? No, no, no. No. I just don't tell my family about this. There's a bunch of stuff that I do that I don't tell my family about. Just because I'm like, they just deeply would not get it. I've described it like this before. But in my family, the rest of my family is nonfiction while I'm in fiction. Well, my rest of family, let me explain this. If me and all my family were books, you would find every other member of my family in the nonfiction section, and you would find me alone in the fiction section. That's probably the best way I could describe it. They're very like literal, not literal, but they're very like by the, not by the book. That's a bad way of saying it. They're just like, let's see. They would much rather watch reality TV rather than anything else. Science fiction, fantasy, things like that. Holden don't really interest them. Stories. I mean, they'll watch them, but it's not like what they'll go to. They're more likely to read a nonfiction book than a fiction book. Meanwhile, I'm the one person who's the exact opposite. And I resigned myself to a long time ago that there's just a bunch of my stuff that my family is just not going to get, and trying to talk with them about it or get them to understand it is just not going to work. And it's just going to honestly bring up a lot more questions that I'm going to feel embarrassed to answer rather than it's going to like bring us together. Although it probably would, and I'm probably overthinking it. But I don't know, when it comes to like my hobbies and whatnot, there's just huge swaths of things that I like that I just do not share with my rest of my family because it's like, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. I actually need to make rods. Hold on. Actually, I probably have made rods. I absolutely have made rods. Okay. Okay. Boom shakalaka. Okay. Now I just need to make screws. Okay. I'm gonna get like tier 1 and 2 done, and then I think I'm gonna start setting up some actual production. But I need to get all of this stuff being made. I need to get oh wait, hold on. One thing I do need to get going is I need to get a MAM built. MAM? Oh, I need 5 of... Okay, well, that's why I was making these. Can I make... Yeah, hold on. I need 5 of these bad boys. 1 second. Okay, we need to get a MAM. A wham bam, thank you, ma'am. How did this happen to me? Okay. Hello, sir. Ooh, let's get this hard drive decrypting. Because these bad boys take like a good 10 minutes. Hard drive. Okay. Alien megafauna. Ooh. Let's grab some of this. I need this. Grab these. Grab this. 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 Okay. We can start putting stuff in. Alright, alien megafauna. I got... Alright. Alien megafauna. Okay, this... Oh, I can't do anything because it's decrypting a hard drive. I forgot about that. I need to do that at the end. So dumb. I was like, oh, we can get started with some stuff. This will be great. Well, get this started and then do all of these things. Nope. Chuck Testa. Okay. We need to get screws being made. How many screws do I need for reinforced iron plates? I take 12. I need 50 of these. So I need more screws than have ever existed in the entirety of the planet. Okay, wait, how much does this take? 15? Okay. We need another constructor. We just do. Oh my god. These stupid plates. I just have to make a bunch of these. Alright, just start making. The good news is that even if the worst should happen with your factory, you can build back from scratch by just handcrafting a bunch of stuff. It'll take forever, but you'll get there. You'll get there. Need something? The basic stuff like constructors, assemblers, all of that fun stuff. They just take the most basic of stuff, so you don't got to worry about it. Okay. Constructor, 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 constructor. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, okay. And then we need to bring you around town, just like over here. And then here. Okay. Alright, perfect. And you turn you into iron rods. And then, do you have any other open connections? You do not. Any over connections over here? Yes, you. And then you. And then I should have had you going over this way. I'm sorry. That was my fault. I'm to blame. Don't blame yourself. I'm bad at this. And this is just pure spaghetti. Oh my god. I need everything all the time in every single way. And nothing has ever worked ever and will ever work. Are you even... You're connected and using power, right? Okay, those ones at the end just really aren't getting much use. Okay, this manifold is very slowly filling up. Man, I really wish being able to fly over stuff. So got plenty of wood. Oh, out of leaves, 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 out of leaves. How many do we have in here? 36, okay. Honestly, the wood should keep it going for a while. Not too worried about that. What was I doing? Oh yeah, over here. Oh yeah, I need cable. I was running to craft cable. That's what I was doing. Then I got distracted. Cable, 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 cable. Oh, cable, cable, cable. I make it out of wire. Oh, cable, cable, cable. As much as you desire. Cha-cha. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. But yeah, I don't see me losing interest in VTubers for quite some time. I was obsessed with TTRPGs for like about 9 years. And finally in like 2023, I started to wane on them. So I feel like I'm on the upswing for VTubers. If like 9 years is the longest that I can be like really focused on something. And I'm thinking about getting back into TTRPGs. I have a friend who... Did I just make all of the cable? Okay, yeah. I have a friend who is running a Mutants and Masterminds game. Not running a Mutants and Masterminds game, but he's... Oh my god, I don't have any cable now. A wire now. He's in a Mutants and Masterminds game. And I've been actually interested in playing that for a while. I played one character forever ago, whose name was Mr. 13. He's one of my favorite characters I've ever played, ever, period. And every once in a while, I'll still think about him, and his lore and whatnot. Okay, so what Mr. 13 was, I have no idea if this will still work with like any current version of Mutants and Masterminds, but what this character was is he was... How many rods does this make per minute? 15, and this takes 10 rods per minute? Yeah, it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be making screws. But we'll worry about balancing later. But what Mr. 15 was, what Mr. 15 did was, his whole thing was that he controlled ghosts. Ooh, spooky, scary skeletons sending shivers down your spines. He controlled ghosts. Wait, I need 50 reinforced plates. Actually, I take that back. I need brain just died. 420, 34 reinforced plates. At 12 screws each, that's 340 plus 48, that's 388 screws. Okay. Wait, no. That's 12 screws. So that's 340, 364 screws. Okay. 364 screws. Actually, I might have that. Actually, I totally have that. That's awesome. Okay. But is he let's see, it was for a one shot I made for one of my friends. He decided to, it was actually our forever DM our party. He decided to do a one shot in Mutants and Masterminds. I don't remember why, but the premise is that we were all fresh young heroes and sidekicks a superhero school. Think more Sky High and less Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Because it was set in the DC universe, so people in the DC universe like superpowered people a lot more. So it was a lot more Sky High-ish. Oh, I just need more iron plates. I should have enough of everything else. I got iron plates right over here. Okay, awesome. There we go. All right. Oh, I need to be using that. Hold on. I forgot I had these I wanted to use up. Might as well use them up. I just need to get them out of my inventory. Also, just sit there forever. But so I don't remember the story. I do remember there was something with like we were like low-level sidekicks and whatnot, and we we met some like famous characters. I remember like Cyborg was one of our teachers or whatnot. Ooh, hold on, man. Cyborg was one of our teachers and whatnot. I don't remember anything about the story, but I just do remember alternate
Hard
Let's
drive
see.
analysis completed. Alternative recipe
Oh,
selection available in the MAM.
iron wire and cast screws. Both of these are really good. Oh, wait, actually, hold on a second. 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 Parts. Screws. Okay. This turns 1 into 4. Production rate 40 per minute. Well, you gotta also take into account like how much is being made. It takes 5 ingots and turns them into 20. So and I believe how many ingots to iron screws? So it is 1 to 1 for ingots. I believe this is just overall just better. Because it's still like the 1 to 4 ratio, but you just take out an entire step in the process. So 12.5 per minute, 50, 10 per minute for 40. Yeah. It takes slightly more iron, but you get higher production. And it's like barely any more iron. Like 12.5 is nothing. Like an extra 2.5 for more and skipping an entire step in the process. Like, this one's definitely easier to... This one's... Well, okay, we also got to take care of, like, one smelter can produce 30. 30 per minute. So that means that one smelter can go into 3 constructors making 10 iron per minute, which iron rods per minute, which then go to making 40. So this is 40 times 3. So this is 120 per minute from one smelter. This is 12.5 per minute. That makes 30. You're not going to get 150. Let's see. 2.5, 2.5. It's going to be 25. Then you're going to have another 5 left over. So it's... divided by 12.5 equals 2.4. I can go into 2.4. 2.4 times 50 is going to be about, let's see, 0.450 is going to be 100. And I really think it comes out to be the same, honestly. Yeah, because 40% of 50 is, let's see, so that's going to be every like 0.2 is going to be, every 0.2 is going to be equal to 10 screws, roughly. Like 100 per minute. Let's see, 12.5 can go divided by 30. That can go into 2.4 constructors. You have one constructor that's going to be making 0.4 of 50. I can just do 50 times 4 divided by 10. I'm silly. Okay, so 50 times 4 is going to be 200 divided by 10. Yeah, okay, I'm stupid. So it really does come out to be the same at the end of the day. Like exactly the same at the end of the day. Um, but you do it with half the constructors. So it's just an all around better recipe, period. So all right, we're going to change you. We're going to turn you into cast screws, and then we're going to just there we go. Beautiful. All right. Exactly the same, but for half the amount of machines. Well, 1/3 the amount of machines, because you still have the smelter. Anyways, man, that's some good stuff right there. Ooh, I can also see what's more in here. Oh wait, hold on. Let me finish up this first. Oh wait, I can make exactly the amount of these that I need. Perfect. Awesome. Beautiful. Incredible. Amazing. Logistics Mark II. Oh yeah, that's why I'm building this. This is gonna need a lot of reinforced iron plates. Oh, I need to unlock the thing that gets me the assemblers next. Once I have assemblers, then I think we're gonna start automating stuff. I also want to mess around with jump pads, man. 25 total, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, and 34. Wait. No, I need a 30. I don't need a 34. Boom shakalaka. I keep trying to get out of that button interface so I can go see this. I keep hitting all the wrong buttons.
To remind you of your contractual obligation towards efficiency. Recreational use of belts and lifts does not count.
Go Rocket, go, go, go! Man, Factorial players wish they could buy a rocket this easy. Absolutely mogged. Okay, parts assembly. This gets me the assembler, which I really. Oh, I forgot I can't put anything in there. All right, we're gonna mam it then. Wait, bing bam wham jam, whamma blamma ding dong. Hyper tube go. Awesome. Okay. All right, alien megafauna. Start research. These only take like 3 seconds. Yay.
The remains researched belong to an organism now dubbed the fluffy-tailed hog.
Ooh.
It has many characteristics that would likely classify it among the Suidae family were it native to Earth. Hog remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration.
The heck is a Suidae? Hold on. Hold on. What's a Suidae? Suidae. I can't spell. Suidae. Suidae animal. Oh. Alright. Suidae is a family of artiodactyl mammals, which are commonly called pigs, hogs, or swine. In addition to numerous fossil species, 18 extant species are currently recognized, classified in between 4 and 18 genera. Okay. Let's see. Common ancestor. Evicanus. Wait a second. Did you know that boars are basically just were-pigs? Okay, so Suidae is just pig. Sui! Alright. Yeah, that's why we always yell, pig Sui! At least, that's what they do for Ada!
The remains research belong to a plant-like organism hosting the larva of the flying crab, the most mature of which hatch when threatened.
Oh, it's just a
Hatcher
host.
remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving Pioneer safety during exploration.
Okay. Stinger, these things are just spiders. They're just horrible.
The remains researched belong to an organism with 8-jointed legs, similar to the legs of arachnids but with non-standard distribution and function.
Yeah, it's got two that are just like
Because its attacks focus
up
on
like
stabbing
this.
prey with the ends of their legs, which resemble insectoid stingers, they have been dubbed stingers.
That makes sense.
Stinger remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving Pioneer safety during exploration.
Also, this one is crazy because you just like the hog is like you're taking the back of it. The hatchery you're taking some of like the outsides. The stinger is you're taking like a bit of it, like its head and some of its legs. This one you're literally skinning it and you're cutting off like the little like tendrils that hang down that it's got all that stuff inside of it and you're just wrapping it around it or its guts or something. This is like we're doing the most of these guys. Like the spitters, we're doing the most too. Oh.
The remains researched belong to an organism that tends to nest near objects emitting specific types of resonance. Spitters are called as such due to their ability to create and spit plasma across long distances.
Yeah, how they haven't taken over the world, I don't know. That's a crazy thing to be able to do.
And additional research may reveal options for improving Pioneer safety during exploration.
Cool. Okay, DNA capsule cost 5 of those. Okay, so we can just make those super easy peasy lemon squeezy. Turn all these into proteins. Not enough items. Okay, fine. Where? Oh my god, I'm so jumpy. Alien technology. Mercer sphere. Start research. It takes one always, which is sad. Is it gonna be Ada or Ada?
Mercer sphere analysis completed. Established local planetary signature of Massage 2, AB, in the local Mercer sphere signals.
I forgot this planet was called Massage 2.
Mercer spheres can also transmit data between specific.
Oh, it's Ada.
Witness our windows. Have you come to defile our shrine? Sing us a song.
Okay. La da 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 da.
All of the original data is still untranslatable.
Oh, I don't have any Sam yet, so I can't do that one. Sam's where all the good stuff is. No! Take me back. Alright. Summer Sloop. Start research. Get this, Stussy.
Summer sloop analysis completed. Summer sloops are somewhere between battery and conduit, harvesting energy from pockets of space with complete disregard for the rules of the space-time continuum.
Nice.
And distributing it into its connected ecosystem.
My favorite rules to break.
This energy.
Let the effigies harvest until the waves reach our shores. Consume.
Hey, this guy's on our side.
Consume.
Consume.
Dark energy to potentially be one and the same. It can now be tracked by the object scanner.
Yay! Perfect. All right, can I do this one yet? Alien energy harnessing, dimension door. I need to make some of those. I need some SAM first, and then this is all just like crazy cool stuff. Is this overclocking production amplifier? Yeah. All right, Caterium. Ooh. Analysis of Caterium. Oh yeah, baby.
The metal has been named Caterium after Fixit's greatest CEO, Katerina Parks. It has been added as a viable alternative to gold in industrial applications, specifically in advanced electronics due to its superconductivity, malleability, and corrosion resistance.
Yeah, that's why they use gold. Mycelia. Oh, I have so much mycelia. Like if you start at the like Green Hills zone or whatever it is, you have to run all the way over to like these spider infested caves to get some mycelia. It's so annoying.
The mycelial networks of these fungi possess unusually resilient hyphae, which show potential for making a strong but lightweight natural fabric.
Oh yeah, I forgot I can
Additionally,
get.
it has similar medicinal and pest control applications to mycelia on Earth.
I forgot I can get cloth. Cloth. Biomass and mycelia. That actually won't be too hard to get. Biomass and. I might have that. Alright. Oh, I need 2 of these. No. Okay, hold on. Nutrients. I got plenty of these. Yeah. Pale berries are like really rare around here.
This fruit, dubbed the beryl nut after
But
its
they're
distinctive color, is compatible with
really
the human
common over in other
digestive
places.
system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
You're available. How dare you? Alright. Bacon agaric.
This mushroom, dubbed bacon agaric due to its
Agaric, is that how you say it?
resemblance to raw bacon, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
How dare you? You're available. I'll further your research. Who does she think she is? Boo! Power slug. I've got 6 of these bad boys.
Slug, now dubbed power slug,
Semi-slug.
is early in its life cycle and has retained only part of its potential energy storage capacity, giving it its blue color. Power slugs are capable of extracting latent energy from their surroundings, including through a form of photosynthesis, and preserve it in their porous semi-crystalline shell over their lifetime.
I can't believe more things don't eat
This
these.
explains why they rarely move after having found a suitable location.
How many do I need here? Oh, can't scannable object power slugs. Okay, I need to make that. I need to make that. I need one of these guys. Then we can get that. Okay, quartz. Do I have enough quartz to start this one? Yes, perfect. Now it's just a quartz. I need to get to these legs. They're so good.
A previously unknown variation of quartz, with uniquely large and flawless crystals, normally only found in synthetic quartz. The industrial application of this mineral will follow that of its synthetic counterpart, specifically in communication and exploration technologies.
Alright. Quartz, crystal, new shop products. I need 20. I need 20 silica. Silica is so important. It's so crazy important. So crazy, crazy, crazy important. The fact that you unlock it in here, I forget that you do that. Yay.
This unknown chemical element was in reality an unusual mixture of solid sulfide and sulfate materials from which sulfur can be extracted.
Oh.
Sulfur's primary use lies in fertilizers, which we have no use for.
Yeah.
Instead, this element enables access to more volatile obstacle clearing and pioneer defending tools.
Yeah. Fertilizer's crazy explosive because of the salt. I just need sulfur and coal, baby. Sulfur and coal. I mean, gunpowder is basically just sulfur and coal. It's sulfur, coal, and I want to say saltpeter. I think that's what it's called. Anyways, I have an open slot now, so I'm going to be making all the protein I can. Because I can just... If I store this stuff as protein, then I don't have to be taking up different slots for all of it. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, wait, hold on. I can make 1 power shard. Power shards. Perfect. Love getting started on those. You've been playing for 2 hours. You've been playing for 2 hours. I did start the game a little early because I wanted to get a screenshot for the thumbnail. Yay, and also properties, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Research completed. Alien protein can now be turned into biomass or alien DNA capsules. In addition to being used for research,
Can we use this as
the
biomass?
invaluable alien life form data in these
It's just
capsules can be traded for fix-it coupons at the Awesome Sink. We guarantee
alien
the
DNA
best
capsules are way
capsule to
better.
coupon exchange rate anywhere on this planet.
Alien DNA capsules are way better. I can get that like right now. Oh my god, the rebar gun is way down here. An alien megafauna? I guess that makes sense. Yo, I can get that like right now. Hold up, wait a minute. Put a little love in it. How much? I just take all this random ore and just turn it into cable. A, it'll clear up a spot in my inventory. And B, I need 1,000, right? Yeah. I just need to watch that cable number go up. Once it reaches 1,000, we're in business. Plus, I need to get this stuff out of here. Look at this. Look at this. I had over 500 copper ingots in my inventory. You don't need that many copper ingots. No one's ever needed that many copper ingots. Welcome to the other game, though. I really was hoping of getting started on other stuff this time, although I am making progress. I haven't been paying attention to my energy. I need to do that really quick. Maybe I'm not going to have enough cable. I never have to make another ingot in here, so we're just going to close that one. I would like to never make concrete again. Biomass. I kind of messed up with the biomass. And I was really hoping to have a place to kind of put biomass in between. Really messed up there. And I just sort of build in the furnaces. Whoops. Is what it is. One of these days I'll be smart. Today is not that day. Today was never that day. Tomorrow's looking promising. Who knows? Oh, that reminds me. I got to cook tomorrow. I can actually cook. I have no idea what I'm going to be making. I went to the store today and I got a few things. I got some eggs. I got some tortillas. I got some cheese. I got some kefir. Because I really a new thing. I look at this and I was like, drinkable yogurt. Don't mind if I do. And it's really good. I love it. My new favorite thing. I do need the tape. This part is somebody taken care of. I probably need to go check all of my fuel and make sure that's topped off. Once we're done with this wire, we're gonna go do that. Then I gotta make all this into cable. Cable. Make this all into cable. Cable. I might do that a little differently, actually. I might start getting some cable being made the old-fashioned way. By that I mean with automation instead of just me doing it by hand. Because, truth be told, you spend way more of your time automating that stuff than making it by hand. So, technically... Well, no, technically, this is the old-fashioned way. But then you spend so much time doing it the newfangled way that it becomes the boring way to do it. And all of a sudden making it by hand is like the scrappy underdog way of doing it, you know? I did not have nearly enough cable in my mind. I was like, we're going to have so much cable. I'm going to be able to make 1,000 cable with all this stuff that I have in my inventory. I have never been more wrong. Never been more wrong. Never. Look at this. I'm almost 300 off. 250. Okay. Where's my cable? Quable. My quabbly. Cobbledoink. Cable. It's going into here. Now that I got splitters. I need to be constructors. Institute to make a cable. And then you. And then it's all coming back to me, I tell you what. All the button presses. It's all coming back, baby. Alright, that's gonna be slow, but it'll do the job. This is a pure node. Oh yeah, I forgot I got tier 2. Oh, I'm working on tier. No, I have tier 2 belts. Yeah, these take. Yeah, these take reinforced iron plates, which is not great. Because I got no way of making those in mass at the moment. I've got no way of making those in mass at the moment. Okay, we got that. We might have enough of all this other stuff. Bing bong. Okay, cool. Have we? I've let you run for a while. How you doing on? I need 500. Oh, we got that, baby. We got that, baby. We got that, baby. We got that baby. No, I was about to say we got that baby in us. Not. It's literally impossible for me. Okay. And boop. I just gotta wait there. I truly think it's a crime if you don't watch the rocket launch. If you don't watch the rocket launch. If you don't watch the rocket launching every time. I can talk. It's my whole day. Speaking to people.
Project parts must be delivered to the space elevator. By completing your contracted duties as part of project assembly, you will definitely be helping achieve Fix-It Company goals without any other ulterior motive. Note, humans cannot craft project parts. Do not worry about your inadequate crafting skill when compared to an assembler. Fix-It cherishes your innate human abilities, such as walking, striking objects, and commodifying natural resources.
Thanks, Fix-It. I appreciate it. Wait, I think I might be able to use that. Yeah. Walking, striking objects, and commodifying. Thanks, Fix-It. I appreciate it. Alien megafauna. We got that. There was something else that. There was something else that took mycelia that I had. Oh wait, hold on. I got those. Do I? No, I only got 4 of them. Okay. Wait, I have 26 rotors. Hold up. I need 50. Need 50, I see. I see how it is. Okay. Sort. Anything that in the power slugs I needed. Power shards. Oh, I can do this one. Being able to overclock is nice. Utterly useless right now, but it will be extremely nice in the future.
Overclocking development completed. Power shards can now be inserted into all buildings to increase input and output speed.
Thank you, Ada.
Underclocking is also possible.
Yes.
Note, power consumption of overclocked buildings increases exponentially.
Yes, it does. So it's not something that you want to do pretty willy-nilly. You want to save that for when you absolutely need it. Speaking of willy and nilly, I'm gonna leave the rest of this, and because we're gonna need to be making some. Still got biomass going in. Ooh. I checked that just in time. Was that Mulcaterium? Or was that copper? Ooh, actually, hold on. I need this. There we go. Oh. Alright, time to get more stuff. Some more deforestation, boy. Okay. How did you fall? I don't understand how these things work sometimes. They fall so dramatically. Bro, you ain't that big. Bro's out here acting like he's all big and tough, and he ain't nothing. Okay. Okay, so that's the thing that most people don't realize. This thing really just gathers all vegetation in an area. Like you do this, it's going to clear out everything around here. If I do this, it's going to get stuff that's behind it. See, look, it's got that stuff over there. That's really what its use is. Not just taking out trees, but gathering in an area. I think I can get multiple trees at once. Yep, got that one back over there. I'm glad they gave it the ability to gather in an area. That actually makes it such a much better tool instead of just, oh, I can cut down trees. Because eventually you get to the point where if you need to clear out vegetation, you're just going to do it with explosives. Because putting all this stuff in your inventory is just detrimental. Because you need so much random little doodads and ding-dongs in your inventory that keep it anything other than exactly what you need in there is futile. Okay, when I played this last, they did not have this, like, tree falling animation. It was like you did this and it just disappeared. I don't know when they added this. It must have been in, like, 1.1 or 1.2, but I do not remember this. I didn't play for 1.1, because 1.1 was mostly just, like, photo mode and stuff like that. It wasn't really, like, anything crazy in there. This is the one that's like, oh, we got, like, new game modes. We got... We got weather. I think if I set it to this, then... Yes. Then it will actually get weather now. Yeah. Saj Chu AB? I don't remember what the name of this. I don't remember what the name of this planet is. I wonder if they came up with a name for this, for the game. I genuinely don't know. Like, I know the name of the planet in Factorio is Novice. Novice. Because it's supposed to be a play on, like, Novice, like, it's the starting planet. That makes sense. But... And then Fulgor has to do with Fulgur, which is some word that's somehow related to lightning. Volcanus. Volcanus. Gleba. I think all of the planet names are, like, based after gods. Especially, like, Roman gods. I think. They're not... Okay, there we go. I am deforesting this area. Truth be told, I'm going to end up using most of this area for, like, oh, coal and whatnot. Man, it's gonna be so much easier to set up. Oh my god. We ever get over to the like Green Hill Zone or whatever it is. That area's decent for like starter factories and things like that. But as the second you get up into coal, that area becomes a nightmare. Because it's so annoying to set up. Do not go down in there. To set up coal in that area. Because you can get to coal plants, but they're like at the bottom of this ravine. They're next to a bunch of water, but it's hell to get down there. And hell to get back up. And then, I don't know why, but for whatever reason... Oh, I can see a big power soak up there. You get a yellow power soak too. But for whatever reason, like the very first time I started the game there, I decided to build all of my coal plants up at the top and like belt up all the coal and pump up all the water. And it was a nightmare. It was genuinely a nightmare. Okay, let's put all the leaves in here. BEA. Wait. This one's leaves, right? No. This one's not leaves. This one's wood. There we go. That's going to keep us going for a long time. It's leaves over here. There we go. Perfect. Look, you can even see the last of the biomass actually finally starting to go into these. BEA beautiful. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this. We've got power for freaking days, weeks, years. Nothing can stop us. I just gotta not get too crazy bazy, and we are golden. All right. What time is it? 10:42. Okay, cool. Okay, now what are we doing next? We got this jump pads. That's wires and rotors. Let's do this one. I can finish most of this right now. I just need to grab some conch, and we're good. Takes forever to make concrete. All right. Yay!
Milestone reached. You have been given access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on Exoplanet's bonus program, also known as AWESOME.
Oh, I completely forgot that was an acronym.
Comprehend our amazing universe more
Yay! Go, 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 go,
In
go.
appreciation of this, we have generously set up an internal, closed economy with exclusive rewards and currency. Directing parts of varying quantity and complexity into the awesome resource sink will grant fix-it coupons. These coupons can be redeemed in the Awesome Shop for highly desirable items such as new foundations, walls, factory attachments, cosmetics, parts, and more.
Awesome.
Next time you have additional resources, just remember to go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
Unironically, this is one of the most important machines in the entire game. Unironically. Because the ability to void unneeded things in builds is so incredibly important. So you don't get things that are backed up. Especially for things later that have waste products, especially bauxite. You do not, under any circumstances, want to start making aluminum. Well, you can, but it's just going to be a nightmare. But you do not want to start making aluminum until you have found the wet concrete alternate recipe, because it's going to make your life a billion times easier. Because one of the things with bauxite processing is wastewater, and anything that is a water source Oh, that thing was going like crazy. Did you see that weird that looked from back there? It looked like it was like spinning at hyper speeds, but it was just blurry. Yeah, it looks really goofy and like it's spinning really fast and from over here. The smelters always had this spinning part? I've literally never noticed that until right now. I've literally never once looked at the smelters and noticed the spinning part. I'm gonna be so real. They're kind of glitchy. Man, we got screws for days. Ooh, barrel nuts. Okay. How much we got for cobble? Oh, only 110? Okay, well, I did just start that. Bing. Okay. Alright, now we need to... We can at least select this milestone. We need to make rotors. So we can get some jump pads. Ew. How rotors make do? Is it under compounds? Oh, that's concrete. Oh, there we are. I don't really need this one anymore. Rotors. It's just these and screws. Okay, actually, hold on. What do we need to make? We need to make this. You can make that, but I don't want to make that just yet. We need to make assemblers. Okay, we need to get reinforced iron plates going. In fact, it's about time to tear all of this down and get going for real, because we got decent power. We've got decent resources. We need to get... let's see this. Parts. The first one is going to be smart plating, which I believe I've unlocked. There it is, yeah. Which is just reinforced iron plates and rotors and an assembler. I think we just need 50 of those, which is super easy. If I remember correctly. Oh, it's coming back. Hey! I love that it comes back on time, and like right on time. It's going to land and be ready. There we go. What refuels it? Is it just... Is there fuel in here? Does it get fuel on the way back down? Does it just have a ton of fuel? I will say the Satisfactory rockets are way better than the Factorial rockets. Factorial rockets suck. Because the amount of things that they can actually, like, put up into the sky is nuts. For example, you can put in, like... You can put in, like, 5 electromagnetic, like, crafting whatever doodads. And they're like the size of like 2-story buildings. They're like 4x4s. So they're the absolutely huge things. They're these absolutely like huge buildings. However, you can only put in 25 clips of ammo. So let's say you want to put in like 1 clip of just regular gun ammo. You can only put in 25 clips of ammo. You know, something that would maybe fit in like a box that's like yay big. That apparently is equal to 1,000 tons. Meanwhile, your character can carry 100. Easy. Like, what? What factorial? Why is it so difficult to send up? Why is it so difficult to send up ammo? I don't understand this. It's insane. Like, I genuinely don't understand this. Why is ammo so expensive? Like, so difficult to send up? Um, like, some of the stuff I understand. Um, but what is it? I sent up... I have two mech suits. I have one for fighting and one for not. Um, just for, like, constructing and whatnot. So, the one for fighting is just all weapons and stuff to power the weapons and shields and stuff like that. Whereas the one that's not for fighting is just all all robo ports and power and speed and being able to walk around and whatnot. So setting up like my spare like fight suit, that is okay. I mean, it's like a slightly crappier version of an Iron Man suit. And I say, oh, this is 1,000 tons. Maybe it's 1,000 pounds. I don't know. It can only hold like half a ton of stuff. So I'm like, okay, well, whatever. But like everything else, like the ammo taking up so much space when it goes up into space is just mind-boggling to me. I don't know how that happens. Okay. We need to start actually building out a base here. I'm going to leave this to do its thing. So we have, like, stuff to use. But, speaking of stuff to use, I need to clear out some space in my inventory. I think I'm going to use up all these ingots and just turn them into plates. Because I'm going to be... Wait a second. Is it raining? It is. Ah, it's raining. I just realized it's raining. Yay! Can you see the rain on the side? I heard it. I was like, wait a second. Oh man, it's raining when there's sun out. You know what that means? That means the devil's beating his wife. That was that was so that was some of the really, really, really unhinged. Um, so there was a time in my life where I lived down in Texas, and I was out hanging out with some friends down there, and it was just like this. It was like a pretty warm summer day, and the sky was clear, but there was just like a little cloud of rain that came overhead, and just like it rained for just a little bit when the sky was all nice and sunny. And one of my friends turned to me and he said, "You know what my grandma used to always say whenever it would rain when the sun's out? That means that the devil is beating his wife." I'm like, whoa. I got some questions. A, what? B, the devil has a wife? C, why is he beating her? And D, how do you why does it raining when the sun's out? How does that equate to the devil beating his wife? It's one of those things that stuck with me so much to this day. it's it's incomprehensible. I cannot begin to fathom the reasoning why, but it's just so insane that it will live forever in my mind. Anyways, okay. It's literally the most insane thing. Okay, I need to make some reinforced iron plates, but I don't have any screws. So we need to make some screws. Because I need to get one assembler going here, making some reinforced iron plates. Just one. I'm gonna set up some real shitty spaghetti over here. That's just supposed to work and just make things crappily and inefficiently. While I set up an actual like beginner production. But we just actually need a bunch of reinforced iron plates actually, because I need to set up constructors, a bunch of stuff. Okay. How many screws do I have? I'm gonna exhaust not all of these, but I'm gonna get down to like just 100 rods left. Rod, oh Rodney, oh tell me, will rude read. I'm so used to Factorio where iron plates are just the basics for everything else iron related that I keep thinking like, oh, if I keep making screws, it's gonna take away my iron plates, but that's literally not how that works. Literally not how that works. This is only taking it away from the rods. It'd be so nice if you could use alternate recipes in here, but you just can't. I need to get rid of these ingots. Ingots are the basis for everything. Except for aluminum. That's alumina scrap. Or alumina slurry. Or alumina whatever it is. Can you tell that I've been traumatized by the aluminum process in this game? Because it's a doozy. Usually you'd build it in the red forest because you would have no other way. A red forest maybe the single worst place to start that I can think of. It's like in the middle of the map and it's really high up, so it's hard to get to. So there's no way you're getting to it at the start of the game, honestly, unless you have cheats or unless you like build up so that you can get to like foundations somewhere else and then go up there to it. But it's just full of giant stingers, radioactive hogs, like the big hatchers, and bauxite, and some coal. And that's about it. I don't even think there's any iron up there, if I remember correctly. I don't even think there's... Because you have to go really far away to get silica and limestone and concrete. Because I remember I had to bring those in from way out of the way in order to deal with my bauxite plant and get rid of all the waste products that I had. Okay, so we just... Alright, I need some reinforced iron plates coming. I got screws for days over here. So we're just gonna set up some shitty automation. These are my plates, right? Yeah, these are my plates. Awesome. Okay. We're gonna get shitty with it. Alright. Beautiful, incredible, amazing. Alright. Boom, shakalaka. Boom, shakalaka do. Okay. Oh my god, I bought the wrong thing. Wanted an assembler. Oh my god. I need rotors and wires. This is a nightmare. Who's done this? How can we end their lives? Well, I guess not wire cable. Okay, come on. You gotta be kidding me. I need rotors. Whose idea was this? Oh my god, screws! There we go. Okay. Also need to get this freaking mycelia out of my... Wait, there was something... Oh yeah, something that took like 1,000 cable. Wait, hold on. Hold on. I might be greedy. I'm not that greedy. Okay. Rotors. Rotors, rotors, rotors. That's what their recipes say. Rotors, rotors, rotors. To make my reinforced play. I don't know how many of these I need. I guess I'll just make 15. Okay, that should do it. Do I have more in here? I do. I had 26 in here. It's one of those days, huh? It's just one of those days. Okay, assembler. Boom. Okay. Oh no, I needed this over here. Okay, assembler. For real this time. Boom. Okay. Alright, you're gonna be making reinforced iron plates. Awesome. Okay. And then we need to grab this. Bang. Boing. Okay. And we need to get some power. And just because it's almost always just a good idea to set up a new pole when you only have the crappy poles. Boom. Okay. And then got a storage container. There we go. There we go. All right. Crappy automation. Exactly what we need. Oh god, these belts are so freaking slow. I miss the Mark 6 belts so much. It's like, to go all the way from 60 to like 1640 is crazy. Like, you're moving over 1,000 times as much stuff a second. What is it actually making? Because if you look at it, it's actually making like some parts. Sometimes they're making parts that aren't even in the game anymore. Okay. Yeah, what is this thing? That's a part that's not even in the game. It's just not. They're just doing that for the love of the game. Because this comes out. Man, that thing would be hurt to get hit with. It looks like it's just solid. Just like... Two. Cool. I can make 2 Mark II belts now. Alright, that should do it. And we got some going in here, some going in here. It's extremely bad and not at all good, but I frankly don't care. It just needs to be making some stuff so that I don't have to constantly be making it by hand. I might need to do the same thing for rotors, honestly. Rotors are... I forget it's O. Parts... Rotor. Those are screws and... rods. It's taking 12.5. This is taking 15. I'm only really using one. I got these over here. What's my power consumption? 400. Yeah, I'm not using enough. I'm using plenty. Triddle, triddle, triddle. Why is a song stuck in my head? don't need these. I don't need these. I don't need these. I don't need these. I do need those. Okay. What's gonna do? I was gonna mark one miner. Do I got that? Yeah. Cool. Let's grab some power and bring it over with us. Boom bop boop bop boom. A boom bop boop bop boop bop boo. A boom bop boop bop boop bop boo. A doom bop boop bop boop bop boo. Oh, these come back? Are you kidding me? Hiya! There we go. Look at that. You don't deserve it. Oh, did I just never take care of these over here? That's probably something I did. Hiya! Oh, I'm gonna die. Hold on. I keep left clicking to heal. I don't know why. Or right clicking, I should say. Okay, don't ask me why. But even though I know left click is on the left hand side and right click is on the right hand side, for some reason, in my brain, because we barely right click, it therefore translates to left in my brain. And because we left click all the time, it's like, oh, that translates to right because we use it the most. Does that make sense? I'm not the only person that does this, right? Mark one miner. Bing. All right. And then Chabon. All right, and then we need 2 smelters. Actually, we can just use 1. We're just trying to do shitty automation right now. We're not looking for anything good. We're looking for functional or making stuff kinda. All right. 1 to make screws, 1 to make rods, and then an assembler to put them together. That's all we need, baby. These. Okay. Right, and then what? Okay, and then what? Bigger smelter ingots. Oh, I forgot because I closed that over there. Iron. Okay, there we go. All right, you're gonna make cast iron screws. You're going to make rods. You're going to have the power rehooked up to you. And you're going to make rotors. And then you're going to put them all together in here. Oh my god. Okay. Man, I can't wait for dimensional storage. Ooh, yeah, look at that. That is such a game changer and you have no idea. Oh, this thing needs a ton, 100 per minute. Whatever. It's just supposed to be making... This makes... Oh, hey, DW. You winning? What's that thingamabob? It depends on what thingamabob you're talking about. Hey, DW. Sorry, I did not see you there. This is an assembler. It assembles things. Yeah. Currently, I have a extremely crappy little setup going, but it's my extremely crappy little setup. And now that's all making all the basic stuff that I need, I can start making an actual, like, decent setup. That makes everything that I need in a way that's actually more cohesive. I might build over this. Because it would be near my power. It would be closer to... do I have a way to scan for coal? I don't. That's really annoying. I don't get that till later. Okay. I might build over this. I'm thinking that's probably what I'm gonna do, actually. How you doing, DW? You have a good day? Have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day. Yeah, I think this is where I'm going to build. Because it's going to be closer to my copper. Be closer to pretty much everything. I'm running out of everything. I forgot it's early game. No! Wait, why is this stuff yellow? Oh, is this stuff just not being used? Okay, yeah. Wait, you're getting biomass, right? Yeah, but it's just really slow. Okay, that's fine. All right, you've already used up all of your leaves, but that's all right because we have so much wood left. All right, I need... Let's see. Is it the little man? I don't know what that is. But I'll take it as a good thing. Little gnome day. Can I slide underneath this? Oh, just barely. Look at that. I'm a gamer, yo. All right, and then... There we go. I need all this, actually. I'm so glad that Factorio and Satisfactory share the same shortcuts for instantly putting things in and out of your inventory. That makes my life so much easier and not at all confusing. Because that means it's just second nature, because I'm playing Factorio on my own. Probably the two biggest factory games of all times. Actually, are these the two biggest factory games of all times? Satisfactory is huge. And I know Factorio has a huge following. But are there any other factory games that are bigger? I'm out of freaking concrete. Getting conked left and right. I will say one thing that's good news for next week when I'll be playing some Borderlands, because I got a new character, new ball hunter that's coming out, is it's not hurting whenever I hit. Is this coal? No, that's not coal. Wait. No, this is just rocks. This is coal. And there's another iron right here. Man, I spent so long just running around looking for iron. And there's like so much right here. If only copper was close by. That's the really annoying part, but whatever. But we can finally get everything being made. And in abundance, too. Okay, let's get this foundation laid. And then I actually got to get going. Because it's late for me. I don't know where you live, DW, but it is almost 11:30 for me, which means, ooh, that's another thing. Rain. Oh, look at the clouds coming in. That's terrifying. They were not there before. And they're just forming out of nothing. Clouds don't form out of nothing. They have to have something. There's something the government isn't telling us. But what the government doesn't know, it can't hurt it. I love how these aren't actually cactuses. They're just giant molds. Because I get mycelia out of them and wood. It's an alien planet after all. Bro, it's not that big. It's not that big of a deal. You don't have to crash like that. Let's clear out all this stuff around in here, because I'm going to need to anyways. I live on Earth. Nice! Glad to know. I do too, some of the days. Unfortunately, today and tomorrow are days I live on Earth, which means I gotta go to work. There needs to be some rule where if for whatever reason you suddenly find yourself off planet, you don't have to go to work that day. That seems fair to me. Because not because I think it's something that needs to happen often, but just because it's so crazy out there. I want to see if there's somebody who's actually can abuse that rule somehow. Like, can you somehow, like, without telling your boss, knowing full well that, hey, if I'm not on planet, then I don't have to show up to, or I don't have to show up to work that day. Can you, like, somehow abuse that rule to get out of work for a day? You'd have to be, like, working for SpaceX or something like that. On, like, the side and not tell your boss. And when, like, a company raffle, be like, oh yeah, I'm... Sorry, boss, I'm not in today. I'm in the outer atmosphere. Something like that. I'm trying to think of a way that you could abuse that wouldn't require you to have so much money that you would have no need to go into a job. Because that's literally... Oh, there's spiders galore in there. Because that's literally the only way that I can think of. Like, under any... Right now, currently, under any circumstance where you would be able to leave Earth, you would have to have so much money that you wouldn't need to work. So, it just makes the whole thing pointless. Like, the very reason why you want to leave the planet to get off of work is necessary, because you already don't need to work, because you have enough money so that you don't have to. So... You'd have to win, like, an award or some sort of raffle or something. That's the only way that I could see it. And your boss would have to not know. Or you have to get abducted by aliens and be able to prove it. But if that happens, then I think you got bigger issues. Sorry, boss. The Blorgle Florgles, they got me last night. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, I need to... fill up this area, or else I'm going to be constantly falling in this hole. Ah, no. Why are we not connecting to grid here? Let's do this. Let's see. I don't know if you've ever played Satisfactory before, but the game lives up to its name. It is a satisfying factory builder. Yay! Okay, we're gonna put one more row. Perfect. Oh no. One more row. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and then we're going to zoop these. There we go. And then... boop. Okay. One thing I need to remember is that I'm going to build over this. There's absolutely a cave I need to explore down there. This should be enough space, but I'm going to build more just because I can. Because that's what you do in this game. Oh, I love the weather. It actually really amps this game up. It was a pretty cozy game to begin with. Well, except for the giant spiders that try to kill you. Those are an issue to coziness. They do kind of spit in the face. As opposed to the spitters, which also spit in the face of your coziness. But when you're actually just building stuff, having a little rain ambiance is actually real nice. Something I didn't know because I didn't play this game until like, I want to say it was like 6, 8. I don't remember when I first played this game. It was like 8.0 maybe. I don't remember. But oh, this is gonna be annoying. Stuff is just gonna be sticking out. I don't like that at all. That's fine. I'll be able to build on top of it, but it's still annoying. And I don't want to build over it again because that's just even more annoying. Okay. All right, there should be plenty of space to work with, though. All right, let's get some of this ramped up so that I can get up and down easy, because that's not a thing I can do currently. All right, and we need to move this bad boy. Okay, so I tell you what. Oh, what? Is this too short or too long now? Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, because that's going to all the way over to my copper mining, which is way over there. So, okay, there we go. We got some space to work with. And I'm also going to grab that slug, because I'm just going to keep staring at it, being like, I should grab that, and then I'll just never grab it. Oh, wait, hold on. We got to add another row over this way. I don't have enough to... Okay. Do I have enough to get this? Probably not. Nope. Okay. Shoot. We need everything. There's probably not enough stuff that's built up in the meantime. You can have, no, it's just regular rock. Okay. I'm so used to seeing shiny things on a rock and being like, hey, it's Caterium. It's not. It's just wet now. Oh, was that lightning? Oh, one of the nice things about the weather. Oh, what I was saying like back in like the alpha version, there was weather. Oh, you can't hear it. Oh, you can hear it a little bit. Right here, you can hear the rain on it just a little bit. Okay, that's my one gripe, is that you can't hear the rain on the inside of here. I was about to say there's no bed, but there is a bed. Oh, I didn't know about that. Is it bad that this almost looks cozy? I've lived in apartments for so long that having just like any kind of space at all that is just your own is so appealing. I'm genuinely considering looking into moving into a trailer. They're not usually in the best part of town, but like they're the only thing that I can afford pretty much. And When did I get this golden joystick? What? Okay. Pretty much the only thing I can afford that's not an apartment. And if I can find one that's like a decent price, then it's going to be a little bit more room than I have here. I don't have to share my walls with anybody. And, okay, now him sitting up in the air and going like that for water makes more sense. I don't have to share my walls with anybody. And I just have some space that's all my own. That sounds so genuinely more appealing now than just continuing to live in apartments forever. There we go. Okay. Yay. Okay. Those 400 megawatts should keep me to all the way to coal power. Easy peasy. Man, I never set up anything like this ever. For any of my builds in the past. This is so easy to do. And so much better than anything I've ever done. I used to in the past just not even bother with biomass and solid biomass. I would just throw the straight leaves and everything in there and then just go pick up more stuff all the time. But this stuff, no, this solid biofuel, so good. So good. So very good. All right. It's 11:30. I've got a place to start building. I think I'll do that next time. I don't know if I'll do that Thursday or not. I'm planning out what I want to do this week. I'm trying to make an actual schedule. I want to do a graphic, but I've seen that has like my schedule on it so I can post it, but I've seen so many like awesome like schedule graphics for like, oh hey, this is what we're doing for the week, that whatever like really shitty one I'm gonna make is just like, I don't know if I want to do that. But I mean, you gotta start somewhere, right? So might as well just do that. All right. But with that, it's 11:30. I need to go get a shower and go to bed and also clean up my kitchen. Not necessarily in that order. It'd be kind of hard to clean up my kitchen while I'm asleep, so I think I got to do that one first. But anyways, thanks for stopping by, DW. I'll be back on Thursday. I think my new schedule going forward is going to be Mondays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So those are going to be the easiest days for me to stream, and it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot easier for me to make food and whatnot on Mondays as opposed to Tuesdays, because Tuesdays are usually the days where I have to cook, and then like cooking for a while, and then streaming after that is difficult. I also might move back my starting time from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. I'm thinking about that because it's getting harder and harder to start at 8 p.m. We'll see. I would much rather prefer to start at 8, so that way I can go for 2 or 3 hours, because if I start at 9, I'm pretty much just stuck to 2.5 at most, because then I gotta go, or else I'm gonna be so dead dog tired the next day at work, and that's not great, because then I get grumpy. And when you're talking to people on the phone all day, grumpy's bad. Grumpy's real bad. So, we can't be doing that. Any hoodle McScoodle. Oh yeah, I haven't built the whatever it is, the space elevator. DW, have you ever seen the space elevator in this game? Hold on, space elevator. Copper sheets. I probably have all of this. I do not have all of this. Never mind. I am so righteously short on concrete. It's not even funny. It's taking 45 per minute. How much is this producing? 60 per minute. Okay, well, that's great. I can have another underclock machine that's making some on the side, but whatever. Okay. Well, whatever. We need to get more of that going anyways. We'll ramp everything up next time. Shoot, I was going to build the space elevator. Dang it. I was gonna end off on that and show you like, hey, check out this. This is awesome. But I just don't have enough for it. And actually, hold on. Concrete. We might have the iron plates. Actually, we probably don't have the iron plates. We totally have the iron plates. Do we have the... We do have the... We definitely have the wire. That I'm not worried about. Where's my wire? It's right here. Oh, we don't have enough iron rods. Hold on. Man, if only we had, like, 500 more concrete. Or 250 more concrete. Did I make any concrete? Shoot, no. Dang, did a dang, did a dang, dang, dang. Okay. Did I mine this concrete? I kind of want to do this. Wait, no, but it takes forever. Because it takes like... Okay, well, actually, hold on. What's the recipe for... How much limestone to concrete? So it's 3 to 1. So... I would need 750 limestone. We're not waiting here for that, I'm going to be honest. We're just going to have to wait for this. Shoot, I might start off with that next time. Or I'll wait until somebody shows up and be like, hey, check this out. Blah! Okay. But yeah, it's too long. It's going to take way too long at this point. So there ain't no point in waiting for that. Because we'd be here for like an hour with my current setup. I could go set up more, but that's just going to take up way too much time. So we'll save that for next time. Okay. But thank you for showing up. I will be back on Thursday. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and then wonderful Tuesday and Wednesday. And I will see you on Thursday, maybe with more Satisfactory. Oh, wait, no. Thursday is the... Is Thursday the 26th? I think it is, isn't it? Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday are going to be nothing but Borderlands 4. Because the new Vault Hunter drops on Thursday, as well as the level cap increasing to 60, as well as the first big expansion. Oh, I also never did the last bounty pack, the one that gave us pearls as well. I need to do that. I might grind that in my off time, just so I can get that done. Yeah. Although... I might save... Actually, no, I'm probably going to save going off and getting pearls for when I'm level 60. Because anyone that I get is just going to be not great. Oh, but there is one thing I need to do. They have an event going on right now where you can be... Where the enemies are dropping a lot of good, like, relics. And those can be good at, like, any level. Because you're really just looking for them to give pluses to certain class mods and things like that. So even like a level like 41 would still be good if you're like level 60. So I might be doing that in my off time. And playing out with my Amon build. Yay! Anyways, alright. Well, it's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun, and I will see you on Thursday. Borderlands 4. Oh, I'm excited. I actually feel like I can play it now because I've been jumping around and doing stuff in this game and it has been hurting my thumbs, so that's great. Like doing stretches and like this kind of stuff throughout the day has been really helping a lot. Because I still shouldn't be really using them like this, but they're hurting me way less. And it's because I'm actually, you know, taking the time to make sure the tendons aren't just like constantly all day. So that kind of helps. All right. But I will see you later. You have a good one. And I will see you on Thursday. Peace. Yay, now we can click.